All right, guys, today we absolutely need to talk about CS2 cases because after what was a pretty quiet year in 2024 for most cases, there's some cases that were up a decent amount in 2024, but overall, a lot of cases were pretty flat and kind of a down and disappointing year for case investors. Cases are off to a very, very hot start in 2025. The past couple weeks, even the last month or so, has been really hot and really spicy for a lot of cases. So obviously, this is something I'm excited about as a mostly CS2 case investor, but it's also something we need to talk about what's been going on with all these cases and whether or not this is going to continue and what's kind of even going on here. But of course, first, just want to mention my cash trading business. If you guys are looking to sell any of your CS2 items, turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I like to buy pretty much anything and everything for the right price, but we're looking to get big deals done in 2025. So if you have any, gloves, knives, big skins, anything like that, if you want to sell bulk cases, if you want to sell your entire inventory, whatever, hit me up. We can probably get a deal done. And of course, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content, which I would appreciate a ton. With that being said, let's get right into this today. So what inspired this is one, I saw, I've been checking, I checked the markets. I saw that some of my cases were increasing in prices. I was happy about that. I was excited. We're making some money. That's a good thing. But I also saw this really cool Twitter thread from priceempire.com on Twitter where they said many CS2 cases have increased in value recently. Below is every Counter-Strike case's change in value since Christmas, a thread. So this is very, very cool. Obviously, this took some time and effort to put together where they had to go through every single case, look at what's been going on. And again, since Christmas, where this is about 2 weeks, I'm recording this on January 7th, so it's been about exactly 2 weeks, some very insane prices in the case market. So at the beginning, we have a increase for the Gallery case, up 11 cents or 11.46%. We have the Kilowatt case up 10%, Revolution case up 28.89%, and the Recoil case up 21% as well. Now, as far as all these cases, one, I think the Gallery case is going to be potentially one of the best investments of 2025. Obviously, I'm expecting it to be removed from the Armory at some point in 2025, and then it will become a discontinued case. Discontinued cases historically have always done quite well. We don't know if it'll be removed in 2025. We don't know if it'll become a discontinued case, but those are some of my thoughts and opinions. Kilowatt case, not really something I would be touching at this point. It's just new to the active duty pool. It's going to be the active duty pool for years. Not really an investment grade thing for me. Revolution case, same type of deal. We have no idea when this thing's going to be removed. Probably not anytime soon. Recoil is pretty interesting to me. It's just so damn cheap, and that's kind of why it's been on my radar. I do think the Recoil case also could be removed relatively soon from the active duty pool and could get that nice little bump. So of these cases, Gallery seems the most attractive to me, and honestly, Gallery case is one of the most attractive in all the markets right now. Also, Gallery case is the only thing good. I'm confused that it's even up at all, because one of the interesting things about the Gallery case, obviously you can still get it from the Armory, so it's kind of price capped. It's going to be at 80 cents. You can always pick it up for 80 cents. You can always pick it up for 2 stars. So I don't know there, but I do think loading up on Gallery cases right now wouldn't be a bad idea. I also think Recoil cases would not be the worst purchase in the world. Going down to the next little tier here, we have the Dreams and Nightmares case, up 33 cents or 21% in the past 2 weeks. Operation Riptide up 3%, Snakebite up 12%, and Operation Broken Fang up 7%. So obviously, I like all these cases a lot. Dreams and Nightmares, not really one that I'm touching at this point. I know it's a case that people really, really love, and that a ton of people say, hey, once this thing becomes in the rare drop pool, it's going to absolutely explode in price. But it's pretty expensive. It's still in the active duty, and we have no idea when it's going to be removed. And it might be a long time before it gets removed, because obviously, since it is so popular and people love it so much, Valve wants to keep it in the active duty as long as they can. But these other 3 cases are all really, really intriguing to me. Snakebite has been my most recent case purchase. I was picking up a ton of Snakebite cases at like 19 cents, 18 cents, and they've seen a nice little price appreciation since then, so I'm excited about that. But Snakebite case is just so cheap. I think it has a lot of room to run. And then obviously Riptide and Broken Fang being discontinued cases, I don't think they have like the highest potential in the world, but I think they're very, very, very safe, and I do expect them to just kind of keep increasing in price over time, so I think those are some nice pickups there. Next up, we have the Fracture case, Prisma 2, CS20, Shattered Web. Fracture up 20% in the past 2 weeks, Prisma 2 up 14%, CS20 up 25%, and Shattered Web only up 0.24%, one of the smallest returns on this entire list. So overall here, Fracture case I do think is a good pickup. Fracture case I think is most likely to be the next case removed from the active duty, and again, it could get that rare drop pool price spike, so that could be something cool there. Obviously, Fracture case is going to take a long time to see like a pretty significant price appreciation, since it's not that insane of a case, and it's got a huge supply, but still, over the next couple of years, I'm sure it will be good. Prisma 2 is my favorite case and my favorite case investment, and the case that I have the most money and the most supply of right now, so to see that being up 14%, I love that. CS20 20 is one that people do like a lot. I don't really own any of these, but it's been on fire. And again, Shattered Web, discontinued case, hasn't been going crazy just yet, but I think discontinued case in the long run will do quite well. We have the Prisma case up 10%, Danger Zone up 18, Horizon up 15, Clutch case up 16. Danger Zone, I believe, is the most unboxed rare drop pool case right now, so that's a big plus for that. That's definitely one I would keep an eye on. All these cases I like. Prisma, Horizon, Clutch, again, a lot of just cheap rare cases here. These are a lot of ones to keep an eye on, and they're all having some really, really strong gains. Down here, Spectrum 2, Operation Hydra, Spectrum, and Glove. Some really cool ones, 8%, 7%, 16%, 8% gains there. Gamma 2, Gamma, Chroma 3, Operation Wildfire having some nice gains. Operation Wildfire only up 2%, but the other one's up 20+%. Very, very sick to see that. Revolver case up 17%, Shadow 7%, Falchion 15%, Chroma 2 26%. Some really nice gains there. You can just see across the board a ton of different gains going on, a lot of cool stuff going on. We have the Chroma case being up 20%. I know that's a really, really fun one to unbox, one that streamers and content creators really like. We have the Operation Breakout case up 3%, Vanguard up 9%, Esports case even. I mean, this is really crazy because as we go through this thread, you can see that every single case is up 14%. We even see, the CSGO Weapon case 1 up 3%, CSGO Weapon case 2 up 26%. So yeah, a lot of really, really crazy stuff going on here. Now, why is this the case? One thing is that we do have the player base and the player population that just continues to grow. So far in 2025, we are seeing continual growth. Again, we ended the year on a really, really strong note. In November, we saw a 2%, almost 3% player growth. In December, we saw a 7% player growth. Things really, really spiked at the end of the year. Things went crazy. And we saw insane growth from the beginning of 2023 to the end of 2024. Again, having 770,000 average players at the end of December 2023, and then ending December 2024 with 913,000 players. 2024 was a good year for CS growth, even though it was a down year in terms of maybe the gameplay and the content and the cheater issues and all that. But again, things are going up in 2025. And what we've continued to see is as player numbers grow, as peak players grow, as average players grow, that's really, really good for cases. Obviously, more players means more skins, means more people unboxing stuff, means, just everything good for the market. So that's a good sign. And again, things so far, at least in January, are not slowing down for 2025. We'll have to see how the rest of 2025 goes. It's going to depend, what Valve does in terms of updates and content and all that stuff. But more players, definitely good for case prices. We have still seen a little bit of a decrease in case unboxing numbers. So again, I don't really know necessarily why this is. Could it be an issue with CS2 Case Tracker's numbers? Yeah, maybe. I don't really know. We haven't really gotten any announcement on this, but there are obviously Shanghai stickers out there right now that are competing. There's souvenir packages that we're competing with. There's the Armory that we're competing with, but still 15 million cases per month. It's not bad, but again, at the peak insanity, we were seeing things like 30, 40 million cases per month, stuff like that. But yeah, some of my big takeaways from this right now is, again, we are seeing Recoil as the least opened active duty case. We are seeing Fracture as the oldest active duty case. So I think those two do have the biggest opportunities to be removed from that active duty pool. As far as the rare drop pool cases, we do see Snakebite has fallen off a cliff. Snakebite was the most unboxed rare case at one point, obviously just coming out of the active duty and having such a huge supply and being so cheap, but it has been passed up by a significant number of cases. We do have the Danger Zone starting out as the most open case so far in 2025. Prisma 2 case closely behind it. Prisma 1, Clutch case, Spectrum 2, all very, very interesting. And then some of the cases that I'm kind of keeping an eye on and looking at right now, like I said, Gallery case I think is one of the best pickups, best investments right now. But the Snakebite case, it was up 4% over the past year. This is definitely one that I'm keeping an eye on. It's up 9% in the past month. Like I said, I've been buying a ton of these at like 18, 19 cents. I think it's a good price point. Danger Zone pretty flat over the past year. I think that's a good sign because, again, the unboxing numbers are still really, really strong. So there's an opportunity for you to load up. Yes, you'd love the cases that you buy to explode in price, but as prices stay flat, that's an opportunity for you to buy more and more and more, get your inventory, get your supply up, for then when it eventually does explode in price, you're able to make more gains. So while you're still buying, while you're still trying to invest, you actually like to see things being flattened down. Prisma 2 case down 3% the past year. Again, this one has crazy unboxing numbers. It's a cheap, rare case. This is definitely one that I'm keeping an eye on. We have the Operation Breakout case. This is one that's been more and more on my radar recently. This one's up 24% the past year. Has really, really strong unboxing numbers for how old it is. I think it's a great sign. The supply of this thing is absolutely being eaten into very, very, very quickly, and this could be one that I start buying a little bit more of in 2025 because I think it's actually really, really interesting. And then the glove case. Yeah, even though it's expensive, this one had a great year, up 61% in the past year. And as we continue to not get new gloves so far in CS2, I think it's going to be a good sign for the glove case overall. These the gloves we do have are going to continue to increase in value. Glove case is going to continue to be eaten into. So this is another one that I'm keeping an eye out for in 2025 because I don't know when we're going to be getting new gloves, and I'm not really expecting it to be anytime soon. But that is pretty much it for the video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.